Hello Aquarius, Joe here, and we are going to talk tarot relationships, March 2021. So, for those of you that know me, welcome back. For those of you that don't, I'm glad you're here. We are going to explore what's going on in your romantic life with your relationship. Remember, this isn't going to be everybody's story. It's not possible. It's not your story. Just let it go. Don't claim it. There's always another time where another reading might tell your story. Before I get into the tarot, I'm going to pull some cards and we're going to talk about things here a little bit, and then we'll get into the tarot. If I go beyond 10 or 12 minutes, I'm going to wrap up the bulk of the message, and there will be possibly an extended reading if I feel like I want to go deeper on Patreon. Alright, you have here and now, message in a bottle, synchronicity. You might miss something if you're not in the present moment. Yeah. So there's definitely something about being in the present moment. Not being in yesterday, not worried about tomorrow, not regretting the past and worried about what holds tomorrow for you, but being present in the moment. Also, this message in the bottle and synchronicity, it's like there's something that the universe is trying to get your attention. It's trying to tell you something. It's trying to show you something. You very well may be receiving a message in March about your relationship. You might be getting some type of unexpected communication coming through, and this is saying pay attention to the things going on around you. Something is trying to get your attention, but you have to be present in the moment. And interestingly enough, this spirit guide blessing, Celtic blessing came through, a blessing for a mother. So if you're a mother, you have children, this is all about receiving those blessings, being a parent. Now, this others of you, this might be a blessing on your own mother if you don't have kids. But what this is really getting down to is saying that there's this nurturing energy coming through. So it might just be whether you're a male, female. It really doesn't matter. There's this nurturing blessing on the ability to nurture and grow something. So let's get into the tarot and let's talk about your message, okay? So I'm going to pull some cards for the past for you and your person individually. And then we're going to talk about the potential outcome going forward. Look at that, and you have the Lovers in your challenge. Interesting. Alright, Aquarius, Magician, potential outcome. We're going to explore these as deep as we can go in the time I have set for this video. Aquarius, let's pull some cards for your person. They have the Five of Cups, the recent past. They're regretting something. Maybe they said something or did something that they regret. They have some kind, they're holding on to something. They can't let something go, or they're unable to let something go. Maybe they can't forgive you, or they can't forgive themselves. There's something about forgiveness in here. Two of Cups and the Lovers coming out. Wow. The Nine of Cups and the challenge. They want to get back to the basics. They want to get back to where you came from. That's been coming out a lot in readings. And the Fool, a new beginning. Then let's see what the overall theme is here. Judgment. It's all about waking up. It's about discovery. It's about revelation. It's about opening one's eyes and seeing the big picture. It's about being willing to see something that maybe one or both of you haven't been able to really see before. There might have been some clouded judgment, some clouded thinking, something holding things back. So let's talk about this, and we will go a little bit deeper. The Emperor in your recent past, Aquarius. So you're very much concerned about how this affects, one, your image, And I know that sounds a little bit on the ego side, but you know, bear with me a minute, okay? One, how this affects your image, how your relationship looks to people on the outside. There is this feeling of trying to regain some type of control too, and there is an analysis going on and how to maintain peace and tranquility without upsetting the balance of everything. So you're very much trying to maintain control of the situation here. So anyway, the current circumstance is the Ace of Pentacles here, and I think this might be connected to the message in the bottle too. This is about something new. This is about probably a message coming through, communication, an offer of this is about an offer in this relationship, probably from your person, or you're wanting to offer something in this relationship that perhaps needs to be heard. I think you're wanting them to accept. I think this is like about like a mutual acceptance. I think maybe both of you are kind of thinking the same thing, but from a different point of view. And I think that something about communication is going to most certainly come through here. I think this Ace of Pentacles is about the reception of that communication. I think it's about an offer probably coming toward you, because they have the Fool card and they have the Nine of Cups. And I think they have some regret. They regret something. They might regret something they did. They might regret something they said. They might regret a way they acted. And I think that that's probably what it is. They're going to come clean and cop to it. And I think that you're just kind of waiting for that. I think maybe they owe you an apology perhaps, or they owe an explanation or some type of amends to come through. And you're waiting for that. You're trying to forget what's happened in the past, and you're not really putting a whole lot into the future at the moment. You're trying to remain in the day-to-day routine that you're in without going too far ahead and worrying too much about this relationship. Your challenge is the Lovers coming through. The Lovers card is really, to me, quite simply about the love and passion in this relationship. A lot of times I don't get that from the Lovers card, but I do in this reading, because the Two of Cups is here as well, and the Nine of Cups. And so that kind of tells me that this Lovers card is really all about the passion in this relationship. It's really where it's like the fuel of this relationship. This is probably a very much some kind of twin flame connection. They know that you two are soulmates. They feel that very much. You feel a deep connection to them, as if the two of you are one, or you want the two of you to be as if you are one. And that might be part of this Judgment card, opening one's eyes to see the bigger picture in this story. And the Magician, Aquarius, and the potential outcome. You are willing to go to any lengths to bring this relationship back into harmony. And I think that's the direction you're heading in. And I think that's really your focus. They have regret here. They have regret or sorrow over something. They feel sad or bad about something. They feel maybe ashamed, or perhaps this could be about, I don't really think it's about them looking at you in any way. I think it's them feeling some sort of sadness about something that perhaps that maybe they did. I think that they regret something very much, but I'm going to go deeper and extend it, I think, and we're going to talk about all the different possibilities probably. But let's get through this reading here. The Two of Cups, the current circumstance, they have the realization. That's why the regret and the sadness is here, that they hurt their soulmate probably. They probably feel very, very troubled by whatever this Five of Cups is about. They feel like they might be losing you, or they're afraid they might be losing you. Their challenge is to get back to the beginning, about where this relationship came from, the joy, the celebration of the relationship, the community that they had with you, the very joyful connection that exists. It really is all about what they want. They might have a tendency to have too good of a time sometimes, though. So I don't know. That could be a message for one person. But anyway, but the the outcome here, the potential outcome, is the Fool card. This is starting over. This is going in the right direction. This is going in a new direction. This is a leap of faith. This is believing in the relationship. This is a very, very passionate reading. I feel the passion in this reading, and I think that something here about the synchronicity speaks out in this blessing for a mother. This is, to me, probably more about nurturing the relationship than it is about being a mother. But again, apply that to your situation how you will. And then the synchronicity. Pay attention to what's going on around you. Is there something that's trying to get your attention? Is there something that is speaking to you? Do you have a song that you keep hearing that maybe is symbolic of your relationship that you share together? Is there something that speaks to you that you keep seeing, hearing, or realizing on a regular basis that it's telling you something? There's a message for you. It's not a message that I can tell you. It's a message that the universe has to deliver to you. They're trying to get your attention for some reason. So let's pull one or two more, and then I'm going to use another deck to go a little bit deeper in the extended reading. So in the outcome, you have the Queen of Wands and Temperance, bringing things back in control, pulling back the emotion, not to get emotionally overloaded and get too far ahead of yourself, not to let your words slip out before you think about them. There's nothing like regret when we say something in haste, and so I think this is pulling. You got to pull back your emotions. Your person probably has to do the same thing, maybe. So there's some kind of emotional balance here that needs to come through. There's some kind of keeping one's thoughts and words and feelings in check, so that nothing comes out that brings any element of regret into the circumstance. But I feel this is also a pursuit of the passion in the relationship, the emotional connection. Again, with Temperance, that's here. How this person makes you feel so grounded, and how you probably make them feel grounded. So this is also about bringing that back into the picture how it used to be, Aquarius. So that's your reading. I'm going to go deeper with an extended reading. So check the description box below if this was your story and you want to know more, and you can check that out on Patreon. Thanks for joining me.